Hey everybody, welcome back to Ani's Life. Today I wanted to give some tips for first time cruisers. I am a first time I was a first time cruiser myself. I went on my first cruise this past summer of 2018, and this video is pertaining to Royal Caribbean. So that I went on the Enchantment of the Seas. So everything I talk about is pertaining to Royal Caribbean. Okay, so let's start off. I got my little notes here. So if you see me looking down, that's why. So let's start off by talking about, booking the cruise. So you go on the website and you find, the cruise you want. You can pick by the ship you want, the destination. So you pick your cruise, and on Royal Caribbean, I don't know if any other cruise lines do it, but Royal Caribbean, you can make payments on your cruise, so you don't have to pay that total right away. So you can make payments up until I think, is it a month and a half or 2 months before your cruise. So that's a good thing. So, and you would want to, this is another tip. If I were you guys, I would fly in the day before the cruise is about to departure, just to play it safe, because you don't want to, say your cruise leaves at 4 on the 22nd, 4 p.m. on the 22nd, and you don't want to book your flight to you don't want to book your flight, say you're arriving at, let's just say at 12 at noon, because what if your flight has a delay? They're always delaying flights constantly. So just to play it safe, I would suggest fly in the day before, night before. Get a hotel if your budget allows you to. Get a hotel close to your port. That way you're already there. You wake up the day of your cruise, you're already there. All you got to do is just drive to your port or shuttle to your port, however your transportation is set up. And that way you don't have anything to worry about, like you're watching the clock, oh my gosh, am I gonna make my cruise? Because that ship will leave you. They do not care, they will leave you. So I would suggest fly in the day before. And depending on your port that you're leaving from, you can make a day out of it. So that could be an extra, day for your vacation. Like our port was Orlando, so we flew in the day before, and we went to Gatorland, and we just explored a little bit of Orlando, and we just made a day out of it. And then, we woke up that day early, went to the port. Okay. Another tip is, when you're booking your cruise, do the pre-registration. Register everything. Sign the contract, the registration, upload your credit card information to your account. You can pay for your beverage package, which I'll get into in a little bit about how that works. You can pick your dinner time, which that is the dining room time. Read over, and when you do all your registration and signing all your documents and everything, read over what you can and can't bring on board the ship. That's very important, because you don't want to pack, all these things, and you're not allowed to. So do all your pre-registration and sign your contracts, and print your luggage tags. It's very important for you to print those luggage tags, because all of your checked bags that you're gonna bring, you're gonna staple that to the baggage handle, so that way, and it has already your floor and your room number on it, so that way the baggage handlers, they'll know what room to drop your luggage off at. So that's very important. And they give it to you beforehand for you to print it off, and already when you're arriving at that port, already have them on your luggage. Okay, I want to talk about the CPAS card. Your CPAS card, it kind of looks like this. This is not the actual one, but it looks like an hotel key. And that is like your lifeline. That has everything on it. It has your name, your stateroom number. Does that have your stateroom number? Yeah, I think it does. It has your muster station. It has your money on it. It has everything. And when you're getting on and off the ship, they're gonna scan this. So when you're buying souvenirs, when you're playing the arcades, when you're doing everything, they're gonna scan this. They're gonna scan your card. So you have to bring it out so much because the ships are cashless. Basically, I think all of the ships are cashless, meaning everything is up, everything is through the scan card. So and you have to bring it out so much. They have lanyards that you can buy at the ship that, you just go around your neck and then you just place your card in like the plastic thing. They have that on the ship, and I'm pretty sure you can buy them on Amazon. But what I did, I just took my waterproof phone case like this, just, put it around your neck. I put my CPAS card in there and my cell phone, and you know it worked out good because you're gonna need that thing for everything, so you're gonna be constantly pulling it out. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about are the excursions. Okay, so on your portal they have the excursions that you can, when you go to the port in the different countries that, the ship stops at, you can do excursions, and they have it on the website. Okay, so I would recommend booking them through the ship's website. I wouldn't recommend getting off the port and booking them on your own. Now, the pros and cons to that is the excursions are gonna be more expensive if you're booking them through the ship's website. They're gonna be more expensive versus if you go on your own and go to an excursion, and on your own you booking it there, is going to be cheaper. It's going to be significantly cheaper, but you have to weigh the options. When you book it through the website, you're secure. There's, it's more safe because you're gonna get, first of all, when you arrive to your room, they're gonna already have your tickets to whatever excursion you book. Your tickets are gonna already be in there. Your everything is gonna already be in there. The time you have to be there, everything. And so when the ship docks and it's time to get off, like the cruise we went on, we went to the Bahamas, and one of the excursions was you get to go to Atlantis. So when you get off, they say, okay, everybody that's going to Atlantis, get over here. So they shuttle you over here. You got to show your tickets. They give you wristbands, and then you get shuttled on a shuttle through Royal Caribbean. You get shuttled to the excursion. Now, when you do it on your own, you have to find your own transportation, and that can be a little, I don't want to say dangerous, but a little risky because for one, you're in another country. They know you're a tourist. So, sometimes they try to overcharge you. And then another pro and con to that is when you're done with the excursion, when you have a time to be back at your shuttle, the ship is responsible for you. So if something happens to where like the bus broke down, or the whatever that they provide, whatever transportation that they provide, the ship is responsible for you because you've booked that excursion through Royal Caribbean. Versus if you book your own excursion on the island or whatever, and something happens, like their whatever transportation you use, their bus breaks down, or they get into an accident, or is traffic like crazy, or something happens, the ship is not responsible for you, because when you get off of that ship, they scan it and you're on your own. So you gotta weigh your options. Do you want to save money on the excursions and take that risk, or do you want to pay a little extra for the excursion and it's more safety involved and it's more organized? Okay, so okay, let's talk about fees. Okay, seems like everybody has a fee. Okay, with Royal Caribbean, they charge a gratuity tax. Is it gratuity tax or gratuity fee? Whatever one. And it's per person per day. The other fees, the specialty dining. Now, the food is free, but if you want to go to the specialty dining, like the specialty restaurants, where it's like, you know, the more fancier ones, I guess you want to call it, that's going to be an extra charge. Those are not included in your ship stay. Towels, when you're getting off the port, they provide beach towels. Well, they scan your SeaPass card for however many towels you take. So if you take 3 towels, you have to bring 3 towels back because they're scanning it. So I needed 3 towels. It was for myself and my 2 daughters. I needed 3 towels. So when we finished with when we got back on the boat, I brought the 3 towels back. Well, the person that was checking the towels, he didn't scan my card again. Mind you, this is my first time. And someone is telling me, and that's why I say follow your that first thought, that first little intuition you have, follow that. Because I knew they scanned it, but he was just sitting in the chair, and it was just a bin, and it said towels. And so, he was just sitting there. So I'm just like, okay, do I just drop him here and they're going to know? Like, they're going to account for the towels and they're going to know, okay, now we got back, 1,000 towels. So everybody, brought theirs back. I'm like, I don't know. So I just put him in there. He didn't ask, which that wasn't right. He didn't do. Well, on the last day, they slide your, well, they're not slide, but they give you like your bill, your ending bill. And I had a $75 towel charge because each towel was $25 each. Yes, you heard me right, people. $25 each. And mind you, I took 3. So I was like, oh no. I hurried up, threw some clothes on, went right to guest relations, and I was like, look, I brought those doggone towels back. Your staffer did not scan my card again when I came back. Thank God. She was like, okay, it's no problem. She just went right in and took the charge off. So keep in mind, they're going to scan your card when you take a beach towel, and make sure they scan it again when you bring it back. Okay, parking. It's gonna be a fee for parking at the port. I'm speaking for the Orlando one, which I'm pretty sure all of them like that. You had to pay for parking everywhere, basically. So there's gonna be a parking fee. If your ship has an arcade, there's you're gonna have to pay for those games. It's not included. You're gonna have to pay. Um, oh, if you want to do massages, go to the spa. You know, hair done, nails, whatever they offer, that's an extra fee. That's not included. Next thing I want to talk about, one tip is to bring tip money. You're going to need to bring cash for tips because, those people, they work really, really hard. They work, I'm telling you, you go on a cruise, they work really, really hard, and a lot of times the service is really, really good. So you're gonna want to bring some cash on you for tips, for like the baggage handlers, the your housekeeper. She stays with you the whole time, the whole stay of your cruise. Your waitresses and waiters, they stay with you. You have basically in the dining area, you have the same waiters and waitresses the whole time. And when you get to your port of call, well, not port of call, but when you get to your destination, like if you're going to the Bahamas or Jamaica, whatever island you're going to, for your excursions, you want to, tip them. Now, granted, you don't have to, but I mean, it's like a courtesy. So you are gonna want to bring cash for tips. Also, if your ship has a casino, which I think most of the ships have casinos, you're gonna want to bring cash for the casino.